This is a test run of Mama Mama's work after Papa Papa has ruined all the film. Okay, not record.
Okay, this is what it's like to walk up to the Sereno house at Christmas time, even though it is way past Christmas. And the reason we're doing this is because, unfortunately, the video that Dad took, he taped over. So, here we are. Go up to the front door and knock and see who the heck's there. What a lovely home. Little tree over there. Stockings carefully handmade by Mom years ago. Mom meaning me. Okay, close the door. And here's the stairway with the trees. Let's see if we can get some light on this. Ah, hello. And little touch of Christmas. And there's, let's see what the yellow and blue room looks like. Oh, a little Christmas quilt. That's about it, though. Now we'll go into the Christmas tree room. Okay. Little things on the floor. Unmade bed, great. Got to take care of that before I took the pictures. And here are some of Chrissy's degrees, awards, etc. Are the Wallace Nuttings that Grammy gave me years and years ago. This is a beautiful Indian. I keep thinking it's on copper or some kind of metal. Beautiful ebony wood frame. Here are PJ's degrees in the blue and yellow room. Go down the stairs, downstairs, and get that perspective. The living room. The bathroom. Let's turn the light on in here. Little Christmas light. And here's the living room. With that trellis that we saw in a furniture store down in North Carolina. Recreated for us by our carpenter, whom we haven't seen for quite a while because we have no work for him at the moment. And let's back up. trellis covered with some of the hanging ornaments from Germany, Sweden, Denmark. There's a little pull toy, and that was one of the reasons that I started my collection, something just like this, that the kids wouldn't break, made out of wood. Father eating dinner, drinking something. Using too much zoom. Oh well, it's my first try. And here's the hutch all filled with collectibles. On the top are some wooden things from Sweden and Denmark, and then we have Lennox Christmas china and goblets. And on the bottom, collection of things called just duckies that I've collected, oh, I would say for about maybe 15 years. The latest of which I bought were in Massachusetts at Barber Brothers with my sister Ellie. And on the middle shelf we have the real collectible things. These are the June McKenna figurines that the Red Sled up in Fort Jeff is selling for mega dollars, especially this guy. June McKenna was there back in the spring, and she autographed for a second time all the larger figures. The middle one, which was her first large figurine, apparently is currently worth about $3,600 to collectors. So I have to take very good care of it and keep it in this glass case. And on the top is, that's the suede Santa from, I guess it's Apple Whimsies, I'm not sure. Bought that at the Red Sled. And then another guy who, he's not that valuable, but he's big, so I don't know where to store him. So he gets to stay here. And here's the teapot that Grammy Oliver gave me when I was up there. This was in her house for a long time, and apparently her mother had it, and I don't even know if it went back as far as my great-grandmother. And then we have some music boxes in the back there that I've collected from Germany. And on the bottom, more of the Just Duckies. Looking in from the dining area, here are some of the Christmas cards that came in, and here's a little wreath greenery that I've stuck up here, this lattice work. Messy kitchen table. Dad and Mom working on something here. Then we have the den here with all the Anna Lee collection up here on top of this. The big swag over the French doors. And here's more wooden people. The reason for all this Christmas craziness started a long time ago, about 1971, 72. So shelves and shelves of little wooden elves, or the dolls as the Bennetts call them. I guess they're dolls. I'm going to drive myself crazy here. Santa Claus. Are these figures from lasting endearments that to me are really very, very special. I love them. Wish I could afford more of them, but the woman who makes them is out in California. These aren't them. These are more of hanging just duckies that go on the doors. They don't have any feet on them, so they can't be stood up. And here's the other elf from Lasting Endearments. I love these. This one and the other figure, which is the Holly girl, I call her. And we're going to go into the great room now. I guess this is the tree. Amazing, it's still up. Never put any water in it. Probably go up in flames tonight while I'm on this machine. Alright, and up on the top of this door we have a bunch of just soft sculptured dolls that I've collected. And here are the nutcrackers all from Germany. These are the smokers. Put incense in them, and from out of their mouths comes this little curl of smoke, makes them look like they're smoking a pipe. More smokers down on the bottom shelf. And just other assorted German things, little soldiers and stuff. And then on the top, these are all from Rosemary Kreischer, an artist who sells at craft fairs that I've been to, and she calls them the Herzlappen, whatever that means. And up on the top, if this comes out, I don't know, are the big nutcrackers. And here's a giant one in the corner. More stuff everywhere, stuff. All right. Now I'll go into the room. And all the windows are lit with little wreaths, candles and wreaths. I'm doing a terrible job here, I know. Oh, look at this. One light I didn't put on. There we go. Now these are the Buyers Carolers, and they are very collectible. Gotten them all different places. And on the top shelf are things called Lizzie High people. That's the company that makes them. Another kind of collectible. And I have snowmen and just various little people. These are little corn husk Santa right here. Girl pulling a sled, corn husk. And then over in the corner is the Lynne Holland cabinet. That's filled with things. Not so many things this year as it has been. I just didn't get to it. And in the way of that is some piece of machinery my husband bought me so that I could stay healthy. Now we're going to go take a look at the Buyers Carolers from Pennsylvania. And that about does it for the Christmas things. And I'll take a walk over and look in that cabinet, but it's not too much. Tripping over the coffee table as I walk. So I'm not used to doing this. Okay. And that's Christmas at the Serenos.
and your face turned like the same color.
Oh.
And there I go, I'm embarrassing you again. I'm sorry.
No,
but listen,
it's fine.
it's not like you had on ratty panties or anything
Right.
like that. They were very cute.
Good.
They were hot, red.
At the house in the daytime. Come on in. Handmade lovingly by Mommy. As soon as I have some grandchildren, I'll make some for them too. There's a cute little table for Santa's cookies. That was from the Bombay store. Very good buy. Used to be $79, then it was $49, then I got it for $20. Can't beat that. Antique chair given to me by Grammy Oliver. And there's that pine cone tree. Everybody asks me about that. I won that at a church fair. Oh gosh, a long time ago, over 20 years ago. And it just came with the pine cones on a chicken wire frame. And then I put the little green ribbons and red berries in it. It seems to attract a lot of attention. Amazing that it's lasted through the move and everything it's been through. Mr. Santa greets everybody. Let's get a little close-up of everything. Everybody thinks this is a little creche, but it's not really. Didn't know what to do with that light. So, did the best I could. Jen Krause, excuse me, gave this to her mom with the tea, with a sugar and creamer. I wonder where she got that. Since I thought it was over 100 years old, but then of course she does deal in antiques. From Susan and Steve. Still a lot of snow out there, even though it did rain yesterday. This was a little ornament made by PJ. I love all that stuff. I keep most of the things the kids made, although they haven't all made it through all the years. I had to throw some of them out, unfortunately. Jen put the angel on this year. Didn't get to do it last year. I don't remember why. But that's one of the things she does. And I might as well focus in on one of her ornaments too, from when she was a little girl. Jennifer. Yeah. And right next to that is the trolley that the Bennetts brought back from San Francisco. And then here we have an ornament god. That's made it from France, from PJ, back in 1986, I think. And here's another ornament PJ gave me from his trip to New Orleans this year. I love my tree. All memories. Even on here, some Snoopies that I used to give Chris. Then it became a joke because he claimed he hated them, even though he did like them when he was little. Such a rat. Wouldn't it be nice if he called his mom today? It is Sunday. Haven't heard from him once since he left California for Korea. I told him to call in 2 weeks. It is now the 14th of January and still nothing. But that's Chris. He's got a career to maintain. Hopefully he's doing something important that could keep him from calling his mother. Okay. Now we'll see these in the light of day. These are the carolers from Byers. A lot of people collect these. In fact, at the Red Sled up in Port Jeff, they have a Byers Carolers night that they send postcards to people who are nutcases about these things. Some, believe me, people have more than I do. But I think that I didn't used to like them when they first came out, but I think they're cute now. I guess people are knocking these over. They're all supposed to be facing the choir master. That's the Old World Santa, and one of the Cries of London carolers called Flower Seller, and that's the Befana, the Italian version of Santa Claus. She brings gifts to the little kids. And a couple of other representations of Santa. Then we have up here Mr. Fezziwig, and another Cries of London character with the billboard. And that's not Mr. and Mrs. Santa. That Santa is an original Byers character, and it's very old piece. Lizzie High. That's the name of the company. They're all different names. Bowman. Last names. They give all these people different last names. Santa's hat. And that's about it in the daylight for all the Christmas stuff. And now I'm going to take all of it down.